I tried to negotiate with Mr. Porter, Your Honor. We are trying to do this between us, not him and the attorney. She really is disconnected between a lot of it.
Can't, Ms. Karns.
There's no negotiating then, so I guess.
Here it is. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Ms. Van Dyken joins us again. Ms. Van Dyken, good morning.
Good morning, Aaron.
And Ms. Van Dyken appears, let me just make sure, appears on behalf of the plaintiff, Travis Porter. Mr. Porter, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And the defendant appears, Ms. Kaylee Karns. Ms. Karns, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
I have read your motion, Ms. Karns, and I take it you have seen that as well, Ms. Van Dyken?
I have, Your Honor.
Thank you. And you received Ms. Van Dyken's response, Ms. Karns?
That is correct.
Okay. Anything you want to add to your motion before we hear from Ms. Van Dyken? Yes,
sir. I just want to kind of give you a little bit of since this has all happened until today. Travis is doing exceptionally well since filing this paperwork. He is getting work. He is getting job. He has moved his bedroom out of Olive's room, which was something that we have discussed over and over again. So a lot of these things, he's making strides, which is great improvement. I support that. That's all I want is to support Travis in being a better father for our child. We have not had anything established with the courts yet. So this is kind of step one to get something written to, with these conditions and everything that has transpired. We have been pretty much verbal and we co-parent very well for the sake of our child. We don't have issues on many things. However, it was brought to light what was happening when I filed this paperwork. I filed it shortly after I found out what was actually happening at his household. And I am a stable parent. I always have been. Travis leans a lot on his parents, which I know you've read that in my motion. And the concerning factor is I need to make sure that moving forward, Travis is on pace with getting better, getting help, getting a job, becoming stable on his own, not so much his parents' help. I need to co-parent with him and not his parents.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Because it seems that probably the better approach, in my view, since you now have Mr. Porter being represented by a very able attorney, is to send each other proposals and see if you two can agree on.
That did happen, Your Honor.
Okay. I mean, Ms. Van Dyken, have you and Ms. Karns communicated at all?
No, Your Honor.
I didn't think so. He has an attorney on the case now, Ms. Karns.
Yes.
I would like to give Ms. Van Dyken the opportunity to try and work towards a resolution of this before we start getting into long, drawn-out, expensive court matters. Because it sounds like to me some of the things you've asked for in the motion are reasonable. Some of the things that Ms. Van Dyken has pointed out are reasonable. It would make imminent sense to me, anyway, to adjourn this motion without date and have you and Ms. Van Dyken exchange some possible proposals and see if you two can't come to some agreement on paper, in writing, so that...
Your Honor, I'm so sorry. That did happen. She sent me a DocuSign a few days ago and I did not sign it because we did not communicate at all. She tried to have me sign something for joint everything down the middle. And with his condition, he is not able to make those decisions right now. So okay, that is the...
Stop talking, please. Now I'm confused now. Ms. Van Dyken, have you had conversations with Ms. Karns?
I've not had conversations, Your Honor. My client had told me that they spoke and they had an agreement. I put that into a stipulated order and sent it to Ms. Karns. Obviously, she didn't agree with it, and whatever they were communicating wasn't clear. But I understand this court's wanting to adjourn this, but we need something to be followed. This can't be a unilateral decision made by Ms. Karns.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to cut off parenting time. I don't have a problem if his parents supervise, at least for the time being. But as you know, I can't make these decisions on a Friday morning. It's going to be sent to the front of the court. And then you're going to be right smack dab in the place you are before. So I'm trying to look for something to short circuit this. And it would have been a little more productive, Ms. Karns, if you simply would have, and I don't know if you have, maybe you did, if you simply would have written to Ms. Van Dyken and say, okay, I've got this. These are the things I'm okay with. This is something I'm not okay with. And that's what negotiation is, right? I mean, you just can't, negotiation is not someone sends you something, you refuse to sign it, and then everybody goes their separate ways, right?
I tried to negotiate with Mr. Porter, Your Honor. We are trying to do this between us, not him and the attorney. She really is disconnected between a lot of it.
Can't, Ms. Karns.
There's no negotiating then, so I guess we have to send it to the front of the court.
Okay, then that's where it's going to go, and the fee for that's $300, and you're responsible for that, Ms. Karns. And that's what I'll do, because clearly the judgment of support was entered, and what I take it, Ms. Van Dyken, since this is a Sims versus Verbrugge matter, you'd be requesting that this court refer it also on legal custody. Is that accurate?
That is accurate, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll do it. There's a lot better ways to do this than this, but I got to do something. So I will complete the order of reference. And if the parties, I will tell you this, if the parties have verbally agreed to a parenting time schedule, I want that schedule followed until we come back into court, unless that's now an issue.
Your Honor, I'm so sorry.
You're chatty, Ms. Karns. Very chatty. Go ahead.
Me and him are in agreements of parenting time. We are not in agreements of legal custody. That is the only thing that we have not been in agreements of. And I'm not trying to be a chatty Cathy. I'm just trying to make sure you understand where we're at with this.
So the parenting time is fine, Ms. Van Dyken. We just need legal custody taken care of.
And I guess I want to clarify, is the parenting time fine as to what I put in my stipulated order as a 2-2-3 schedule? That's in my stipulated order.
I'd have to review the order more detailed before I put it on record. I'd like more time, but essentially, yes, what we've been doing is what Travis told me. That's what he told you. So that's what we agreed on as far as parenting time, but just the legal part of things, because you cannot make decisions. Okay.
I get it. So I'm going to ask Ms. Van Dyken to resend via DocuSign the order, but leave out the legal custody, and I will send that to the front of the court, and they can chew on that for and see if that's appropriate. That way, we get something started now, and that way the parties know where they stand, and then we can take care of it that way. But it's a good point. I get it, Ms. Karns. Legal custody is a big step, but we'll see what the front of the court has to say about that, and come back, and I'll have Ms. Van Dyken prep the order that has everything in it as previously except the legal custody, and I'll do the order of reference on that. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll send that over to you.
Thank you.